in the middle of Lake Huron.
That's where we found the boat.
It was weeks before they found her.
Why was she naked?
But he was still missing. Was it an accident? Was it a crime?
There's too many unanswered questions, things that don't add up to just a plain old accident.
Could her family find the answers that police could not?
We loved her deeply, and we're not going to quit.
What lies beneath?
It's a case that was initially thought to be an accident.
A body, a missing boyfriend, traces of a poison gas. What really happened?
Chris Hansen reports now on a deepening mystery in the depths of a Great Lake.
What secrets lie beneath the icy surface of this lake? Did something sinister happen here? Did these chilly waters hold the elusive clues to a mysterious disappearance, a death, and a family's desperate quest to unravel it all? Was it murder? It's a tragedy that revolves around a vibrant young beauty in the prime of her life.
She was stunning, absolutely beautiful. She lit up the room.
She had a real effervescent personality. And you wouldn't forget her, that's for sure.
There was just something about Lana Stempian. The tall blonde started modeling after high school and spent 6 years traveling the country as an auto show model. But Lana always had ambitions to do more and went on to become the first lawyer in her family with a successful career as an attorney for the city of Detroit.
People were drawn to her.
How did men react when she'd walk into a place?
They'd fall over her. I don't think she ever paid for a drink when we had gone out.
Still, Tammy Swanson, Lana's first cousin and one of her best friends, says Lana's charm wasn't really about beauty or brains. It had more to do with her radiant, free spirit, one that frequently caused her to unabashedly burst into song.
And what kind of a singer was she?
Terrible. It would be off key. Never on key. It didn't matter. She would get everybody, wherever we were, dancing and singing.
Hey, there's Lana.
At 35, Lana still seemed to be having too much fun to settle down. But 2 years ago, when she started dating Chuck Rutherford, there were signs that might change. The 34-year-old attorney who'd worked at the prosecutor's office in Detroit was the son of a prominent Michigan lawyer. He'd started his own law practice, and Lana often helped her boyfriend with his cases.
We figured one day they'd have their own law practice together.
After dating for a year, the young couple moved in together, sharing this modest suburban house.
Was he a pleasant fellow to be around?
Yeah, he was nice. Quiet, but nice.
Though Chuck seemed different from Lana's previous boyfriends, less athletic and more introverted, even casual observers like Dick Bell, who owns Jacoby's, a favorite after-work haunt of Lana's, could see he was smitten.
He was fawning all over her and very attentive to her. It was kind of close that way.
Pat Kozara, Lana's aunt and godmother, remembers an especially tender moment at her daughter's wedding in Bermuda.
All of a sudden he came up to me and he said, "I really love your niece." And I just thought that was so sweet, because I think I just met him.
And Lana's family says if Chuck loved Lana, that meant he had to learn to love boating as well. Lana, the daughter of a former U.S. Coast Guard officer, grew up with boats, and 4 years ago purchased a 27-foot cabin cruiser she named Sea's Life.
How important was the sea's life to her?
Very, very important.
Lana's family says Chuck was so taken with Lana that though he wasn't a boater himself, he happily indulged his girlfriend's love of the water. During their romance, the two spent almost every weekend on Lana's boat, and Chuck was even learning to drive it. And this August, the couple decided to take a vacation together on Lake Huron, a boating trip Lana had been planning all summer. On Wednesday, August 10th, Lana launched her boat from her parents' house here in Belle River, Canada, just across from Detroit, something the experienced skipper had done hundreds of times before. She and Chuck were headed to Mackinac Island, a summer destination in northern Michigan. But what started as a fun adventure would soon turn into a mystery, an investigation, and a list of unanswered questions. The two-day trip was to take Lana and Chuck up the St. Clair River and into the vast waters of Lake Huron. From there, they would pass Michigan's Thumb area, then stick close to the state's eastern shore all the way up to the Straits of Mackinac.
When it came to making sure the conditions were appropriate for boating, how was she?
A fanatic. She wouldn't take risks with that boat.
Because the forecast predicted some rain that weekend, Lana's family says she was in a hurry to leave Wednesday morning, eager to get a head start on any bad weather. Before saying goodbye, she and Chuck promised Lana's parents they'd call every night so they wouldn't worry. And when she checked in that first evening, Lana told them they'd already made it much farther than she'd expected. The couple had pulled into a marina here in Oscoda, looking for a place to tie up for the night and some decent food.
They were tired. He was hungry. He was tired of eating rice cakes.
Richard Bannon, whose boat was in the slip right next to Lana's, offered to drive the couple to the nearby Ensemble Inn, where he and his wife joined them for dinner.
They seemed happy together. I just felt that they were very much together.
After a fun evening laughing over cocktails, the couples retired to their boats. Bannon says Lana and Chuck were up by 7 Thursday morning, wanting to get an early start as they headed back out onto Lake Huron. At 12:30, the couple stopped here in Presqu'Île, where Gene Austin gassed them up. They joked about who should pay the bill, and before pulling out, Lana asked about any trouble spots.
They told us that they were going to Mackinac Island for the weekend, and she asked me if there was any shallow water.
But Austin says Lana, the ever safety-conscious boater, already had the 2 shallow areas he told her to avoid programmed into her GPS. And as he watched C's life pull out, he never imagined he'd be one of the last people to see the smiling skipper alive.
Coming up, a strange disappearance on the lake. The boat is adrift and something is amiss.
Was there anything on board the boat that indicated foul play?
What lies beneath will continue.
What's new about Ziploc? Is your idea of storage a bit too square? With Ziploc big bags, tight spaces are perfect places. For storage, don't box it. Ziploc big bag it. Ziploc, designed with you in mind. What's new about Ziploc? When it comes to storage, are you left holding the bag? Ziploc big bags with new reinforced handles really pull their weight. For bulky stuff, don't just bag it. Ziploc big bag it. Ziploc, designed with you in mind.
How do you know what's right? Well, nobody has all the answers, but after about 1 billion babies, we've learned that nature can work wonders on their skin, and their little spirits too. Introducing Johnson's Soothing Naturals, pure vitamin E, olive leaf extract for healthy, soft skin like nature intended. So how do you know what feels right? You already do. New Johnson's Soothing Naturals for baby and you. This feels right.
Families love Prego. Families like yours. Everyone goes for Prego.
There's something you should know about colds. Claritin D is so effective that it even relieves nasal congestion due to colds. Non-drowsy, long-lasting, Claritin D. Now your cold congestion can be Claritin Clear.
More Americans choose Chevy than any other brand. And now, we just lowered the sticker price on every car, truck, and SUV we sell. Find out more. Click on head-to-head at Edmunds.com. America's #1 brand, America's #1 value. Chevy, an American revolution.
Our taxes are done. Our taxes are done.
What? Shouldn't we have gone to one of those tax stores?
TurboTax asks me questions just like H&R Block does. Then it puts the answers on all the right forms.
But the tax guy checks it.
TurboTax checks for errors and missed deductions.
How do we know it's right?
All calculations are guaranteed accurate. Besides, more returns were prepared with TurboTax last year than at all the H&R Block stores.
Well, if it's so good, then how much are we getting back? Wow!
TurboTax. Taxes made easy. Taxes done right.
Own The Constant Gardener on DVD. An edge-of-your-seat thrill ride.
That poor girl over there is being murdered.
A can't-miss DVD.
Payoffs, cover-ups, unmarked graves.
Nominated for 3 Golden Globes, including Best Picture.
Don't try and play detective. Are you crazy? These people, they kill anyone.
The Constant Gardener.
Get out!
Own the DVD today.
This is kind of big.
NBC Sunday, when a girl goes missing, the twist is where she shows up.
Show me this.
And when Jordan's boss is arrested, be ready for what happens next.
I'm going to ask that you be removed from your post.
All new Crossing Jordan, Sunday on NBC.
Friday, August 12th was an ugly morning on the waters of northern Lake Huron, and even in his 52-foot express cruiser, boater Tom Behan was struggling against the powerful winds and high waves. So he was shocked to spot a much smaller boat battling the elements.
The boat was bobbing around like a cork, and I made a remark that, boy, that guy, there's a brave soul out here in that size boat in a 5-foot sea. He said, I think the boat's in trouble.
It was Sea's Life, Lana Stempien's boat. Just an hour earlier, her distraught father had called the Coast Guard to report the boat overdue. The family hadn't heard from Lana or her boyfriend Chuck since 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon, when Lana called her Aunt Pat in Florida.
I didn't hear anything wrong in her voice, and she said she was about 2 hours away from Mackinac Island.
But the couple never made it. And when the Coast Guard arrived on the scene shortly after Behan first spotted Sea's Life, they feared something had gone terribly wrong.
We tried to use our loud hailer to see if we could get any sign of people on board the boat. The boat was empty. There was nobody on it.
Not only was Lana's boat abandoned, it was about 11 miles northeast of Mackinac Island, way off course. Its engine idling in neutral, the stereo still playing, just adrift in the middle of the lake.
That's where we found the boat. And it's open water like this.
What had happened to Lana and Chuck? The Coast Guard launched a massive search and rescue effort that spanned some 1,600 square miles. But 26 hours later, they called off the search. There was no sign of the missing couple anywhere. Lana's cousin Tammy got the call from another cousin.
She didn't even say hello. She just said Lana's missing.
Lana's missing.
Right. I was in shock. I was in awe. I said, I just left her a message. What do you mean she's missing?
How could this
She's
be?
not missing.
How could Lana, the daughter of the former Coast Guard officer, go missing on the water? To Chris Crowley, another cousin of Lana's, it just didn't make sense. He says Lana always adhered to the strict rules of boating she learned from her dad.
He didn't let any of us screw around on the boat. We had to follow the rules, and he instilled that in her.
Stunned, Lana's large, close-knit family jumped into action. Within hours, they had converged from all over the state, poring over maps, renting airplanes, helicopters, even jet skis.
At first, did you hold out hope that maybe Lana and Chuck would be found alive?
Oh, that's all we were thinking about. We were completely thinking search and rescue.
You figured they were clinging on to some life jacket, life ring?
Absolutely.
Something.
That's the only way we could think. In fact, we were making a lot of jokes about, we know when we find Lana, she's going to say, what the heck took you so long?
Another group of cousins plastered the northern Michigan shoreline with these flyers.
Our only thought was we're going to every bar, every marina, anywhere, just hoping that she was somewhere.
Detective Sergeant Robin Sexton of the Michigan State Police had a missing persons case on his hands, and after inspecting Lana's boat with 3 other troopers, very few clues about why the young couple had seemingly vanished.
Was there anything on board the boat that indicated foul play?
Nothing. It appeared that somebody had just walked off the boat. There was nothing untoward, unusual about the boat condition at all.
Any signs of a struggle?
Nothing.
Obvious signs of blood?
Nothing. No damage to the boat. Things that may have been considered of value were still there. Money was in the wallet. Clothes were laying on the deck. Nothing unusual. The natural assumption is they drowned.
Had the couple simply gone for a swim and somehow drifted dangerously far from the boat?
Boat got away from them. They drowned.
The water wasn't that warm. The weather wasn't that calm. And they decided to both jump off the boat, and the boat got away. That just doesn't seem to add up.
On Thursday, the day before Lana's boat was discovered, the water in Lake Huron had only been about 65 degrees. When Richard Bannon waved goodbye to the couple that morning in Oscoda, they were bundled up in sweatshirts, and And when she talked to her Aunt Pat, Lana hardly sounded like she was ready to dive in for a swim.
She said we were hoping to get an early start. We wanted to avoid the rough water. She said, but it didn't work out that way. So I got the impression that the water was very rough.
What's more, when C's life was found, the swim ladder was still up, not down as you'd expect it to be if someone had gone for a swim. Whatever went wrong, Lana's family was convinced it didn't start with a casual dip in the lake, and an accidental drowning seemed every bit as unlikely.
Both her and Chuck were excellent swimmers. At the wedding in Bermuda, we watched them tread water for maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes, and I had that in my mind.
So we figured they had to be out there somewhere. They've got to be on an island somewhere.
It was a slim but comforting thread of hope. But on Tuesday, August 16th, 5 days after Lana and Chuck had last been heard from, that hope began to fade. Lana's beloved father was scheduled for heart surgery that day, and she'd promised to be home from Mackinac in time to be by his side.
She wouldn't have missed it. If she was somewhere, she would have made that phone call. I'm okay. She didn't call.
Then on August 24th, 14 days after Lana and Chuck set out on their trip, Beverly Wheaton, who'd seen the state police divers combing the waters near her home, spotted a strange shape on this rocky shoal in Hammond Bay.
I was sitting at the picnic table and looking out and saw something, an object that was, seemed out of place.
It was Lana.
We were crushed. We were convinced that we were going to find her, and we're going to find her alive.
Nobody could stop crying. There was a sense of she's home. We could have a funeral for her. We could try and grieve for her. We could put her to rest.
But it must have been just profoundly sad to have this reality hit home that
she's really gone. She's really not coming home.
Any solace Lana's family found as they laid the tall beauty to rest was short-lived. Instead of providing answers, her body only deepened the mystery of what had gone wrong on Lake Huron. She was found nude, wearing only a necklace, a ring, and her treasured Omega watch.
Did it disturb you that she was found unclothed?
Very disturbing. Why was she naked? We just couldn't understand that. It just raises more questions of what happened.
Just ahead, puzzling clues begin to pile up. Missing data from the boat's navigation system, a tear in Lana's shoe.
Does that indicate to you that there was some sort of struggle on board this boat?
There was something. Something happened.
When What Lies Beneath continues.
When my husband got hurt and missed all that work, I didn't know how we were going to get by. Luckily, Aflac was there to pitch in. Aflac gave us the cash we needed to help pay for some of the stuff that health insurance doesn't.
18.
Like groceries, car maintenance, even gasoline. When things happen, it's nice to know Aflac's there for you.
The female duck swims near.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
7-Up Plus with calcium. With a burst of real fruit juice, 10% of your daily calcium, and only 10 calories per serving. It tastes so good, you can feel it in your bones. 7-Up Plus. For great taste with calcium, the only way to go is up.
Hi, Enterprise. I'm at the repair shop, and I need to rent a car.
At Enterprise, we'll arrange to pick you up free and get you on your way.
Nice save, Mom.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Hey, watch this.
All right. Hilarious.
Windex. It's so powerful it starts to work even before you wipe. Because everyone loves a streak-free shine.
Let's do it again.
Windex is best on glass. Look for your coupon in this Sunday's paper.
Caught by our cameras again, and this time by the cops. Our ongoing investigation into online sex predators, later on Dateline.
NBC Sunday. What do three exotic temptresses with Michael York pulling the strings.
You know what I like.
And a perfect crime have in common. Try and figure this one out.
Some kind of Manson family?
All new Law & Order Criminal Intent, Sunday on NBC.
Are you monkish? Do you display the obsessive-compulsive behavior of one Adrian Monk? Do you put coasters under coasters?
I always put another one underneath. It's like a backup.
Do you take time to stop and smell the dishes? Take the Are You Monkish quiz online and watch an all-new episode of Monk this week, only on USA Network. Characters welcome.
Sure, the Nissan Altima is attractive, but we just turned up the heat. Introducing the 2006 Nissan Altima Special Edition Package. 15 of our most popular options. With package savings and cash back, save $2,200. $2,200. Did it just get hot in here?
This time of year, you need entertainment. You need cable TV. Call 1-888-YOUR-TV1 by 3 p.m. today and get installed today for free. Call after 3, get installed tomorrow. Comcast delivers big entertainment and big savings. 70 channels for only $19.99 a month all winter long. Sale ends Saturday, so call 1-888-YOUR-TV1 right now for instant gratification. Instant entertainment with instant installation only from Comcast.
Would you put this stuff in your body? All these ingredients are used to make meth. Think about it.
The new Smooth Jazz 105.9.
What happened to a beautiful young lawyer named Lana Stempian? She disappeared on a boating trip with her boyfriend. Her body later found in the vast waters of Lake Huron. The police say they can't rule out foul play. There isn't any hard evidence that the crime was committed. But several puzzling mysteries remain. Among them, why was her boyfriend Chuck still missing? Again, Chris Hansen.
When Lana Stempian's body was discovered, she was wearing nothing but jewelry. Police are convinced she went into the water that way.
Over that period of time, the clothing wouldn't disintegrate or wash off. The clothing would have left marks.
Were Lana and her boyfriend Chuck just enjoying a romantic skinny dip when something went tragically wrong? It's a theory her family refuses to accept.
This skinny dipping theory doesn't work for you.
No.
People go skinny dipping all the time. Romantic couple.
No. Why is your jewelry on?
Tammy Swanson says her cousin always removed her jewelry before swimming and always put it in exactly the same place.
She would have put her rings through the watch clasp and put it through the steering wheel.
She did the same thing every time.
Yes.
Took the rings off, took the watch off, put it on the steering wheel.
So why was her jewelry still on?
What's more, Lana's Omega watch, which sells for $1,500, was a treasured gift from an old boyfriend, and she just spent $300 to have it cleaned and resealed.
It was a very precious piece of jewelry to her.
Does it make sense to you that she would go into the water voluntarily with this prized possession?
Not at all. She wouldn't do it.
Plus, there was the weather.
It was cold. It wasn't a hot day where you would just go in the water.
But what about drinking?
I have a Bacardi and tonic.
Police found an empty bottle of vodka on Lana's boat, raising the question of whether the young couple had just been partying too much and become careless. Andrew Jarvis, a lawyer friend of Lana's who worked with her and also boated with her, says that just wouldn't happen.
She would never drink when she was operating that boat. She was extremely safe. If she were going to have a drink or two, she would wait till she got to shore.
It would be months before a toxicology report would reveal what, if anything, was in Lana's system. But the initial state autopsy concluded the cause of Lana's death was drowning. And with no obvious signs of trauma, the official report lists the manner of death as accident.
It gives appearance of being a boating accident. We have questions. But right now there is no definitive evidence that there is foul play involved here.
Can you rule out foul play?
No, we cannot.
Without hard evidence, lead investigator Detective Robin Sexton says any talk of foul play is just speculation. But Jack Cote, a lawyer who has 25 years' experience reconstructing the events surrounding the disappearance of boaters, believes Lana's Omega watch is one of many indications that something suspect was likely involved. He volunteered his services to both Lana Stempion's and Chuck Rutherford's families when he first heard about the case.
The possibility of foul play, in my mind, is at least 50-50, if not higher.
The autopsy showed no obvious signs of trauma. Does that rule out foul play?
No, because you can have an absence of trauma and still drown.
Push overboard.
Yes.
Though Cote says the Rutherfords have told him they no longer need his help, he's still working with the Stempions. He believes one of the most intriguing clues is Lana's size 8.5 New Balance running shoe, found lying on her boat with a knob from the boat's GPS bracket strangely wedged in the sole.
If you took a hammer and tried to pound that in, you would have difficulty doing it.
That was very odd. The Coast Guard told us that the only way that that knob could have been embedded in her shoe was with force.
Does that indicate to you that there was some sort of struggle on board this boat?
That there was something.
Something out of the ordinary?
Something out of the ordinary. Something happened.
Cote also points to a suspiciously large tear in the back of the same shoe as one more hint of a violent struggle.
A struggle that somehow is related to or led to the demise of these two people.
It could very well be.
Then there are the mysterious fenders, which boaters use for protection when they tie up to a dock or another boat. Tom Behan, who first spotted Lana's abandoned boat, worried when he noticed a pair of blue fenders oddly tied together like these, dragging from a line behind the boat.
Probably 30 to 50 feet away from the boat, which was immediate suspect to me. Why is this line hanging off the back of a boat? You just, as a safe boater, you don't ever allow that to happen.
The blue fenders, sometimes called bumpers, disturbed Lana's family because her fenders were white. They say she didn't own any blue ones and hadn't purchased any.
There were no blue bumpers. Her parents agree she never had blue bumpers.
How can you be so sure that she didn't purchase these?
Because I myself called different marine stores and have printouts of what she purchased, and that was not something she'd ever purchased. No.
If they didn't buy them, who tied them to their boat? The only explanation is some third party.
Was another boat tied up to C's life? And if it was, who was on it? And why were they there? Police downplay the possibility because when the Coast Guard arrived shortly after Behan first saw Lana's boat, the blue fenders were gone.
So sometime between when he left and they arrived, these fenders, and no disrespect to him, if they existed, disappeared. Coast Guard never saw them.
Those fenders were there. There's absolutely no question about it. Absolutely 100% sure.
So the question is, where did they go to? The possibility of foul play is very high on the agenda.
What's even more disturbing to Lana's family is her GPS. At 1:22 Friday morning, some 12 hours after anyone heard from Lana and Chuck, police say someone appears to have activated the tracking device.
We had no idea what was going on. It appeared that tracks started at that time in the morning for no apparent reason.
It's very puzzling, very peculiar for no one to have seen them and for nearly 12 hours to go by and then for the GPS to be turned on is just not explainable.
Was someone on board Lana's boat in the middle of the night, tampering with the tracking device in the darkness? Adding to the mystery, Dateline has learned that part of the memory on the GPS was suspiciously blank. The company that makes the unit says that could only happen if someone intentionally deleted information, perhaps in an effort to cover the boat's whereabouts.
It's possible that somebody was messing around with this GPS, deleting information.
I guess it's possible.
Detective Sexton cautions that police are still analyzing the data from the GPS and are not prepared to draw any conclusions from it. But Lana's friend, Andrew Jarvis, who volunteered to act as the family's attorney, asked a technician who previously made minor repairs to Lana's GPS to analyze the same data.
There is no other explanation than somebody physically erased that information. Somebody who didn't want anybody to know where that boat had been.
But who would do that and why? And why was the knob embedded in Lana's shoe? Why was her shoe torn? Where did those blue fenders come from? And why was Lana naked except for the jewelry she always took off before swimming? Lingering and disturbing questions.
Things that don't add up to just a plain old accident.
There is no question there's a lot of unanswered questions here.
And the most troubling one, where was Chuck?
Coming up, a new clue from the last phone call Lana made, and new questions about Lana and Chuck's relationship.
We have been told that Lana told a bartender friend of hers that, quote, if anything ever happens to me, look at my boyfriend.
When What Lies Beneath continues.
Treating my depression is about waking up ready to experience life. With Wellbutrin XL, I can do that.
It really works for my depression, and there's a low risk of sexual side effects.
I'm me again in so many ways. And I like that Wellbutrin XL has a low risk of sexual side effects.
Wellbutrin XL is not for everyone. There is a risk of seizure with Wellbutrin XL, so don't use if you've had a seizure or eating disorder, or if you abruptly stop using alcohol or sedatives. Don't take with MAOIs or medicines that contain bupropion. With the nicotine patch or alone, there is a risk of increased blood pressure, sometimes severe. To reduce risk of serious side effects, tell your doctor if you have liver or kidney problems. Anyone taking Wellbutrin XL should call their doctor right away if they have unusual changes in mood or behavior or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants increase these thoughts or behaviors in some children and teens.
This is a good day.
Wellbutrin XL effectively treats depression with a low risk of sexual side effects. Clinical studies prove it. Ask your doctor about once daily Wellbutrin XL. Experience life.
If you suffer from yeast infections, you've been kept in the dark too long. Presenting Monistat Day or Night, the first and only over-the-counter treatment you can take during the day. This one-dose ovule combination pack begins to relieve symptoms immediately without waiting for bedtime or a prescription. It's virtually leak-free even during vigorous activity. For women, things have never been brighter. Fast relief from Monistat Day or Night.
He said, "Ciao, baby." My lips are so chapped it hurts to laugh. You should get this.
Neosporin lip treatment.
With this, cold sores don't hurt. I don't get cold sores. Think what it'll do for seriously chapped lips.
Neosporin lip treatment.
No, it doesn't hurt to laugh.
Get ready for something this refreshing. Introducing Listerine Pocket Mist, the refreshing way to kill 99% of bad breath germs. New Listerine Pocket Mist. Kill the germs, feel the fresh.
More Americans choose Chevy than any other brand. And now, we just lowered the sticker price on every car, truck, and SUV we sell. Find out more. Click on head-to-head at Edmunds.com. America's #1 brand, America's #1 value. Chevy, an American revolution.
My New Year's resolution is more green on my walls and in my pocket.
It's easy to keep your resolutions at the Home Depot. This weekend, get $5 off 1-gallon cans of Behr paint and save even more with $20 off 5-gallon buckets by mail-in rebate. Plus, use your Home Depot consumer credit card and get no payments, no interest until January 2007 on store-wide purchases of $2.99 or more. From appliances to flooring to paint, this is the weekend to make it happen.
The Home Depot, you can do it, we can help.
Oh, the happy, happy, sunny, verdant, glowing dales, where the sweetest, johnny gladness ever there prevails, where the sunshine lingers on the ground, just a hell on that happy, sunny side of life.
You forgot this in the middle.
What did I forget?
The second verse.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
That's all right. Nobody knows the difference.
NBC Tuesday ripped from the headlines.
Why would a mother throw her own baby in the trash?
And she's done it before. It's the story that shocked the nation.
Here we go.
Get ready.
Tell me who he is.
For the SVU ending.
This baby and his mother had the same.
All new SVU Tuesday on NBC.
If foul play was involved in the disappearance of Lana Stempien and her boyfriend Chuck Rutherford, speculation about who would want to harm two successful young attorneys has run the gamut from pirates on the water to a mafia hit. This is not an area known for piracy.
No, no.
Chuck was a former criminal prosecutor. Somebody in the mafia might have been upset with him and gone after him, and this was some kind of a hit.
If that motive existed, there's a lot easier ways to get at him than out in the middle of Lake Huron.
And Andrew Jarvis says of all the wild theories he's heard, only one seems plausible. When the couple stopped for the night in Oscoda or to get gas in Presqu'île, things somehow got ugly.
They ran into somebody up there on the water that they didn't hit it off with, had some ulterior motives, maybe things went sour.
But how did Lana die, and what happened to Chuck? 5 months after he and Lana disappeared, there is still no sign of him anywhere.
I would have expected his body to have surfaced at about the same time and in the same general vicinity as Lana's.
Do you see it as at all strange that Lana's body is found 2 weeks after the incident, yet all these months later we still haven't found Chuck's body?
Not in the slightest. It is not unheard of for bodies to enter the water and never be recovered.
Still, it's a troubling question that continues to haunt Lana's family.
Is he still underwater? I don't know. Is he somewhere else? I don't know.
Chuck's family declined to give Dateline either an interview or a statement. Detective Sexton, who talks to them regularly as his investigation continues, says the Rutherfords are just trying to cope.
They are extremely saddened by the loss of their son. They are very private people, and they want answers to the questions just like the Stempiens do.
Patrick Quinlan, a college buddy of Chuck's who's kept in touch with him over the years, says Chuck's friends are still in shock.
It's just bizarre to have a buddy just disappear.
Bizarre, and to some people, suspicious. But Chuck's college pal is angered by suggestions that because he's still missing, Chuck was somehow involved in Lana's death.
Do you think there's a possibility that Chuck is still alive?
No.
That he had something to do with Lana's death and somehow was able to get off the boat?
No. It's because he's not a violent, hot-tempered person. It just doesn't mesh with who he is.
Still, the police are pursuing information that makes Lana's family wonder if there could have been some kind of domestic dispute on board Sea's Life.
We have been told that Lana told a bartender friend of hers that, quote, if anything ever happens to me, look at my boyfriend. Did you check into that at all? Is it significant?
It's part of the investigation.
Though Sexton won't elaborate, Andrew Jarvis checked out the story for Lana's family and got sworn statements from several people confirming the incident. He says the witnesses he spoke to told him the comment was made in a Detroit bar a few months before Lana disappeared and was prompted by a television story about the murder of Lacey Peterson.
They did not believe she was joking. She seemed very nervous after making that statement.
Jarvis says he also has sworn statements from people who describe another incident at a different bar in downtown Detroit. Lana and Chuck were hanging out here one night with another couple. They say Chuck had too much to drink and became belligerent. When Lana told him to straighten up because he was embarrassing everyone, Chuck started swearing loudly and calling Lana names. They say Chuck's verbal abuse was so out of hand that at one point one of them had to stand between the couple to separate them. And then 2 Detroit police officers who were in the bar having dinner actually had to forcibly escort Chuck outside. According to Lana's friends, that kind of behavior had caused Lana to rethink her relationship with Chuck.
From those sworn affidavits, it indicates Lana was going to end the relationship with Chuck. She didn't believe that they had a future together.
And there's something else. Dateline has learned that the very last time Lana used her phone before she died, she was leaving a message for another man. A man friends say Chuck had been jealous of in the past.
It's a person who Chuck had expressed jealous behavior towards Lana or been agitated when she had spoken to this individual on the phone.
2 days into Lana and Chuck's boat trip at 1:59 p.m. on Thursday, August 11th, Lana left her male friend a 1-minute message. Jarvis says she was making plans to meet up with him when she'd be on the East Coast for her cousin's upcoming wedding.
She was not taking Chuck to that wedding. He did not know that Lana planned not to take him to that wedding.
27-foot boat, close quarters. You have to wonder if she's calling another man, does he overhear it? Is there some sort of disagreement?
I don't know.
That leads to
I don't know
an accident or a tragedy. Is that an important piece of evidence in this case?
We're still looking at it.
Detective Sexton says without any evidence, the possibility that a phone message caused an ugly argument is pure speculation.
Whether it happened or not, I don't know, but how would you prove that?
And Chuck's friend Patrick Quinlan says whatever happened on board C's Life, it's a stretch to think Chuck somehow survived and is now hiding out somewhere.
Just don't buy it. If he was still alive, somebody would have heard from him.
Even Lana's family is cautious, acknowledging that no matter what was going on in Lana and Chuck's relationship, it may have absolutely no connection to her death or to Chuck's disappearance.
I feel very much for his family. That's got to be terrible, to think about that every day, that your child may still be in that water.
For all I know, Chuck could be recovered, his remains, and this could all turn out to be a big accident.
Was it an accident? Was it a crime? Why is there no trace of Chuck? There was one more hope for clues, Lana's toxicology report, and it would reveal something surprising.
Up next, yet another twist. Was there a silent killer on board that boat?
There is the possibility that carbon monoxide or fumes got into the cabin.
Also ahead, the latest in our investigation into online sex predators.
So you're on probation for having sex with a boy, how old?
15. Our hidden cameras are watching, and now, so are the police.
NBC Next. Everyone's talking about the Book of Daniel.
You are a very attractive man.
And with a family that'll test his faith,
You're gay? Me too.
Oh, man.
it's good to have friends in high places.
It never stops getting interesting.
The Book of Daniel, next on NBC.
Sunday, the president's son-in-law is running for office. There's just one little problem.
I think Doug Weston is having an affair with his nanny.
All new West Wing, Sunday on NBC.
You're at the Golden Globes and about to hit the red carpet. It's live, and the whole world is watching. And you're walking with Scarlett and Will. Hey, George, how you doing? Keep it moving. Here comes Charlize. Ooh, look at that. And suddenly you're inside at the hottest table, sitting with Johnny and Nicole and Uma and Jim, and Hallie gives Jamie a big hug before he gets up and leads us in a song.
Okay, all right.
It's Hollywood's hottest party, and it's always unpredictable. The Golden Globes, Monday at 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Hello, I'm Laurel Porter. Tonight at 10 and 11, floodwater washes away fuel oil from a junkyard. What's being done to head off environmental damage? Plus, that sinking feeling, an entire apartment building oozing into the earth. Who's giving residents a place to stay?
Yes, there's more right on the way, but we'll also see some breaks, so I'll have your forecast.
And a juggler goes for an underwater record. What broke his concentration? Tonight at 10 on Portland's WB and News Channel 8 at 11.
This time of year, you need entertainment. You need cable TV. Call 1-888-YOUR-TV1 by 3 p.m. today and get installed today for free. Call after 3, get installed tomorrow. Comcast delivers big entertainment and big savings. 70 channels for only $19.99 a month all winter long. Sale ends Saturday, so call 1-888-YOUR-TV1 right now for instant gratification. Instant entertainment with instant installation only from Comcast.
When the family is hungry, you hear about it. Now there's a new way to snack. Introducing Asian Sensations. The goodness of Asian and delicious new egg rolls, Thai chicken crisps, wontons, and more. With Asian Sensation snacks, you're the star, and hunger flies out the window. Asian Sensations. It's everyday Asian for any occasion.
The holidays may be over, but the deals are still going strong with Mervyn's Winter Sale and Clearance. Starting Friday, you'll find incredible savings throughout the store and big bonus buys in every department. What's more, use your Mervyn's card and save an extra 15%. Great savings, big bonus buys, and an extra 15% when you use your Mervyn's card. It's Mervyn's Winter Sale and Clearance this Friday and Saturday. Doors open 8 a.m. Don't miss our store-wide clearance. Get 70% off original prices.
Portland Fire and Rescue reminds you to stay safe and sound.
Three months after Lana and Chuck disappeared, there was a surprising development. Lana's toxicology report revealed she had a high level of carbon monoxide in her system when she drowned. After all the speculation, was this the answer? Was it an accident after all? Were Lana and Chuck just swimming dangerously close to her boat's exhaust?
A lot of people believe that.
Right. I don't. I don't know who would swim with the motor running. You shut it off.
So if she was in the water voluntarily, she would have shut the boat off.
Absolutely.
I think the carbon monoxide makes the possibility that this was an accident less. I don't think that either Chuck or Lana would jump off the back of the boat and swim in the exhaust.
There is the possibility, though, that carbon monoxide or fumes got into the cabin.
For both of them to be overcome and to fall out of the boat seems a bit of a reach.
Lana's cousin also believes if Lana's boat was releasing dangerous levels of odorless gas, they would know. After police returned to seize life to her family, they actually used it to search the waters of Lake Huron.
Did anybody feel dizzy, sick, nauseous?
No, we didn't experience any problems. Some of my cousins and friends spent days on the boat.
And both of the attorneys working with Lana's family argue it's a big mistake to assume carbon monoxide equals accident.
Does that, in your mind, rule out foul play?
No, because a person could be forced to expose themselves to a certain high concentration of carbon monoxide poisoning.
One theory is that if Lana was thrown off the boat, she could have inhaled a high dose of carbon monoxide as she struggled to get back on.
If it were foul play and she were thrown off that boat, she'd swim to the back platform and try and get on, which is where the exhaust would be bubbling up. If somebody had been trying to prevent you from getting in the boat.
The toxicology report revealed something else. There were only negligible levels of alcohol in Lana's system, eliminating the theory that Lana and Chuck were partying and accidentally fell overboard. All of it puts Lana's anguished family right back at square one with all those unanswered, troubling questions.
The watch, the fact she had no clothes on, the GPS, the knob, the line, the fenders. What is the most bothersome part of all this for you?
The answers aren't coming fast enough.
This has been frustrating. We wish we had more answers than we do.
Unsatisfied, Lana's family paid for a private autopsy and has hired a private lab to do a thorough forensic exam of her boat.
Is it possible you're pushing this beyond where it needs to go, that's a tragic accident? Live with it.
No, I can't subscribe to that. I know that we loved her deeply, and we're a very emotional family, but we're a very rational family.
How far will you go to get answers here?
We're not going to quit. We're going to work for the next 40 years if that's what it takes to get the answers.
Answers that may lie beneath these icy waters. Answers the family of an accomplished young man hopes will come soon. Answers the family of the beautiful model turned successful lawyer needs to ease the wrenching pain of losing someone so vivacious, so radiant.
She was full of life. She had things to do. We had plans. And to be taken this way.
Some days I can't think about it, because if I think about it, that becomes real. And I don't want it to be real yet.
Lana's family is convinced that someone somewhere saw something that might help solve this case, and they're asking anyone who was in the area last August to contact them with any information. You can do that by logging on to our website at dateline.msnbc.com.
Coming up, grown men targeting young teens online.
Have you ever seen our stories on computer predators?
Yes.
This is one of them.
Dateline goes undercover to catch a predator. And guess who shows up this time?
Turn around.
More Americans choose Chevy than any other brand. And now, we just lowered the sticker price on every car, truck, and SUV we sell. Find out more. Click on head-to-head at Edmunds.com. America's #1 brand, America's #1 value. Chevy, an American revolution.
Is that your new Sprint phone?
Uh-huh. With Sprint's new fair and flexible plans, no one can tell me what to do. I can talk when and how I want. It's my little way of sticking it to the man.
But you are the man.
I know.
So you're sticking it to yourself.
Maybe.
Sprint's new fair and flexible plans with no huge overages or roaming charges. You control your plan. It doesn't control you. Plans start at just $29.99 a month. Sprint. Yes, you can.
The Pier 1 Big Sale. If you can imagine it, you can find it. Right now, save up to 50% on items for every room in your home. But hurry in. The savings end January 22nd. Pier 1. Life more interesting.
Our new desserts are so good, I'll let you taste one free.
Buy a large Papa John's 2-topping pizza for $11.99 and choose a sweet treat dessert free. Try our Swirl, Very Berry, or Apple Twist, all baked to order. Buy a large 2-topping pizza for $11.99. Get a sweet treat dessert free. Call now or order online at papajohns.com and we'll deliver.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Dove thinks you should leave the oil in your hair. Many shampoos wash good oils down the drain. Dove's new reformulated shampoos help leave essential oils where they belong. Dove, keep the good stuff.
She wore an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny
YoPlay Light is clinically shown to help you burn more fat and lose more weight than just cutting calories alone. Burn more fat, lose more weight. YoPlay Light. Now the great taste of YoPlay in new YoPlay smoothie in light and original.
I don't want healthy skin for a day. I want healthy skin for life. Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion is clinically proven to actually improve the health of your dry skin with its natural oatmeal formula. It actively helps heal and protect skin by locking in moisture for a full 24 hours. Use it every day for healthy, beautiful skin that lasts. I found the moisturizer for life. Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. And to help heal and protect baby's delicate skin, discover pediatrician-recommended Aveeno Baby from the leader in active naturals.
Hi, I'm Scarlett Johansson. I'm hosting SNL with musical guest Death Cab for Cutie.
See, I told you there was already a musical guest. Let's go.
Yarmir Yager leads the upstart Rangers into Motown to battle the hard-hitting Red Wings for regional action. Saturday at 2 Eastern, the NHL is on NBC.
They're still out there by the thousands. Just last month, we brought you the latest in our series of investigations into computer predators, men who target young teenagers online. Now we've launched a third investigation, and tonight we want to show you some of what we found. This time around, after we confront them, police arrest them. Here again, Chris Hansen.
It was almost 2 years ago when the first in a series of breakthrough investigations exposed a national epidemic.
Hello?
Grown men trolling the internet, many looking for sex with minors.
Did you bring condoms?
Yeah.
In 2 different investigations in 2 different states, dozens of men showed up at our undercover houses after chatting about sex online and then making a date with a minor.
Just sit down at the counter for a minute and I'll be down in a second.
One man who sent obscene video of himself to someone posing as a 13-year-old girl was a New York City firefighter who we then confronted.
Is this appropriate behavior for a New York City firefighter?
No, sir, it is not.
Hello?
Hi.
This man was a rabbi.
You know I'm in trouble, and I know I'm in trouble.
And he was not happy when he found out he'd be exposed on national television.
No, you don't want to touch it. You don't want it.
Gotta stop this.
Both of our investigations were watched by millions of people. It was the talk of radio and cable television shows for weeks.
Dateline confronted men expecting...
So have sexual predators learned any lesson at all? Apparently not. Just this week, Dateline was back in action for a third investigation, this time in Southern California. And as you'll see, some men are simply not getting the message. Meet 40-year-old Daniel Polito. He's hoping to meet a 13-year-old girl home alone.
I gotta finish brushing my teeth, okay?
Okay.
He sent her pictures over the internet of his genitals and then asked if she'd give him oral sex. He's in for a big surprise when I walk in.
How are you tonight?
Like so many others, he says he wasn't really here for sex. He tells me he was here to teach the girl a lesson about the dangers of talking to strangers online.
You pose naked on your webcam, so a 13-year-old girl could see it because you wanted to teach her a lesson.
Well, you can say that.
Yeah. So this is like a tough love thing?
No.
Did you bring condoms with you?
Yeah, I did.
What part of the lesson were you going to use the condoms for?
I wasn't gonna use them. I was gonna give them to her. Yeah.
Daniel Polito may really be the one who needs to learn a lesson. You won't believe what he admits to me.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
Yes.
Have you ever seen our stories on computer predators?
Yes.
This is one of them. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to say for yourself, then obviously you're free to leave.
Unlike our previous hidden camera operations, where after leaving the house, some men were able to make a run for it,
I want to talk to you for a minute.
This time, things will be different.
You're not calling me to tell me, like, no?
For our new investigation, Perverted Justice, the watchdog group that regularly catches online predators, set up a plan with the Riverside County Sheriff's Department.
Black Saturn doesn't ring a bell with anybody.
Frag, a Perverted Justice volunteer who is inside the house, alerts detectives when a potential predator is on the way. Once the man leaves the house, he can run, but he can't hide.
Sheriff's Department, come out to the street. Turn around.
And Daniel Polito is just one in another parade of potential predators.
Okay, nothing on you?
We thought we'd heard it all, but nothing could prepare us for the kinds of things we found during our latest investigation.
If he would have consented to having sex, what would have happened?
I'd be very hesitant at first. If he continued, then possibly we would have had it.
Possibly you would have had sex with a 13-year-old boy.
Dozens of men show up, some who have already been convicted of sex crimes with minors.
So you're on probation for having sex with a boy, how old?
15.
15. And now you're in this house to meet a 13-year-old boy.
While our first two investigations saw almost 20 men show up each time, as you'll soon see, those numbers were dwarfed by what we found in our latest investigation in Southern California.
You can see our full investigation 3 weeks from tonight. To Catch a Predator 3, February 3rd at 9/8 Central here on Dateline.
Now a look at one of the stories we're working on for Dateline Sunday. The crime left her devastated. The trial left her in shock. The conviction of the man who raped her overturned. Justice denied.
I said, I will kill myself before I ever get on the stand again.
So what would she do 3 decades later when prosecutors discovered new evidence? Could she face a new trial and her attacker again?
She just paused and immediately started to cry.
One woman's 30-year battle to defeat her fear and win justice. That's all for this edition of Dateline Friday. I'm Ann Curry.
And I'm Stone Phillips. We'll see you again for Dateline Sunday at 7, 6 Central. For all of us at NBC News, good night.
Dateline is a presentation of NBC News. More Americans watch NBC News than any other news organization in the world.
The Golden Globes, live and unpredictable. Monday at 8/7 Central on NBC.